So by chance Dick had fallen where? In front of the Mr. Fitzwarren's house, and the cook was trying him to drive away, that means to send him back. But by the time Mr. Fitzwarren saw, he was coming back from his work, and he saw that Dick was fallen in front of his house. So he asked him, why don't you work in my house? Okay, why don't you work in my house? I would work, said Dick, but I know nobody who will give me anything to do. So he said, I am ready to do your work, but I don't know here anybody, and who will give me work? So Dick said that you work in my house. Next, take him into the kitchen. Mr. Fitzwarren overheard, ordered the cook, feed him first and then find some work for him. So what Mr. Fitzwarren said to his cook, first take him into the kitchen, give him food, okay, give him something to eat, then give him some work. So Dick was given a home and a living. He had a small corner of the attic. Attic means a very small room, okay, very small room to sleep in, and his job was to help the kitchen, help the cook with all the pots and pans in the kitchen. Dick's life should have been much better than before, but he still had two difficulties to face. So his cook, Mr. Fitzwarren's cook, took him into the kitchen, okay, and gave him a small room to live, but it was very small for him, okay, and he told Mr. Fitzwarren told him to work in the kitchen to help with all the pots and pans in the kitchen. But Dick's life was very it should have been very better before, but it still had two difficulties. So let us know about those two difficulties. The first was that the attic he slept in was overrun by rats and mice. At night they scampered all, the meaning of scampered is, that means they come or they walk around, okay, all over him and kept him awake. After a time he solved this problem by saving the few pennies he was paid. Pennies means money, or he must be giving he was, whatever salary he was getting, he saved it and buying himself a cat. In no time at all, that cat chased away all the rats and mice, and Dick was able to sleep peacefully. So what was his first problem, or what was his first difficult? That where he was sleeping, the room was filled with rats and mice, okay, so he was not able to sleep properly every night. So whatever salary he was getting, he used to save it, okay, he used to save it, and he brought one cat for him, and and in no time the cat chased all the rats and mice, and he was able to sleep peacefully. The other difficulty, which was not so easy to overcome, was the cook's bad temper. That means where he was working in Mr. Fitzwarren's kitchen, the cook, one who was cooking for them, was with very bad temper. That means she was very hyper, or she was very angry. She shouted and screamed all day and would scold Dick and hit him with the wooden spoon. So every day she used to scold him, okay, she used to scold him, and even she used to beat him with the wooden spoon, even when he was working as hard as he could. That means every day he used to work hard, but still she used to beat him. One night Dick decided he could stand it no more. Early next morning, before the cook was up, he set out with his cat to seek his fortune elsewhere. Elsewhere means somewhere else. The two of them walked as far as Holloway. On their way out of London, then Dick sat down on a stone to rest. It was the 1st of November, All Souls' Day, and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat and listened, it seemed they were ringing out a message for him. So one night Dick decided, okay, so why he decided? Because there were two difficulties. One he had solved, but what was another? Another was Mr. Fitzwarren's cook, who was treating him very badly, and she was very angry on him. She used to beat him. So one night he decided to run away from Mr. Fitzwarren's house. So next early morning he woke up. Before cook could get up, he woke up and he set out with his cat to seek his fortune elsewhere. And the two of them walked. Okay, they went away from London, and then he was tired and he started sitting on the stone. It was 1st of November, that means it was first day of November, and it was the All Saints Day, and the church bells were ringing. Okay, it was the feast of All Saints and the church bells were ringing. As Dick sat and listened, it seemed they were ringing out some message for him. When the church bells were ringing, they were ringing in one sound. Okay, what was the sound? Turn again, Whittington, the worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. So the church bells which were ringing, they were giving him some message, one kind of message, that turn again, that means don't go further, you go behind to Mr. Fitzwarren's house, Whittington. Now Dick Whittington was that small boy's name. So what the church bells were giving him message, turn again, that means go again back, Whittington, the worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. Lord Mayor of London, said Dick, I should like to be Lord Mayor and ride in a fine coach. I can put up with a few scolding from the cook, if that is what is in store for me. So Dick and his cat retraced their steps to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Why they went back again? Because church bells were giving them some new message to go back to Mr. Fitzwarren. So at once he heard the bells, he went back to whom? To Mr. Fitzwarren's house. Luckily they were able to slip back before they had been missed. So what happened? Next early morning, that means before the cook could get over, they were running from the Mr. Fitzwarren's house, and as they reached little far, he was very tired. Dick was very tired, so he started sitting on the stone. But when he sat, the bells were ringing, the church bells were ringing, and they were giving some message to go back to Mr. Fitzwarren's house. So they went back to whom now? Mr. Fitzwarren's house. And the cook could get before, okay, so the cook could get up from the sleep. Before that only they went and slept in their room. Now Mr. Fitzwarren used to send ship far across the sea to trade with other countries. He would load the ship with goods for the captain and ship's crew to sail in faraway places, and they would bring back goods that could be sold at home. Now Mr. Fitzwarren was working, he was working in a ship, so his ships were going very far to give for the trading, okay, to give the things and to get the things. So he used to get some goods means some things to sell at home also. So one day he called his household together. I am sending a ship to the African coast to trade, he said. So one day he called all his servants or all his householders, and he told them that I am going to send my ship to African coast to trade. He said, would any of you like to send something of yours on it? So he asked them, see, I am sending my ship to African coast, okay, African coast. Anybody would like to give your parcel to sending to your home? You can then share in the profit if the voyage is successful. Everyone produced something except for Dick, who had nothing to offer. Have you nothing to offer on, Dick? asked Mr. Fitzwarren kindly, and Dick replied, only my cat. So everybody gave something or the other to go to the African coast. but Dick had nothing. So what he said, I have nothing to give you, but I will give you my cat. Then let your cat go on the ship, said Mr. Fitzwarren. His daughter Alice said, Dick loves his cat. Let me put something in for him. But her father said, no, it must be his, not something belonging to someone else. So Dick fetched his cat and said goodbye to it. Sadly, the captain of the ship was delighted, for the cat was an excellent mouse. And that means the cat was very good to catch the mouse. And so he had no trouble with rats and mice on his voyage. After some months, the ship arrived at a place on the African coast, Barbary, where people called the Moors lived. The captain sent a message for the king to say he had fine goods for sale, and he was invited to the palace to show them. While he was talking to the king and queen, some dishes of food were brought in, but almost immediately rats and mice ran up and before the captain's eyes ate all the food. The captain was astonished and asked it. This was what normally happened. Okay, so when Mr. Fitzwarren asked them, have you got something or the other to give on the ship? So Dick gave his cat, and captain was very happy to receive cat. Why? Because there were many rats in the ship. When they went to the African coast, they were talking to the king was talking to queen, and they had a get together. Okay, they had get together, and there they kept some dishes. But before they could keep the dishes, the rat and mice ate them up. Okay, so it is to happen every day in the kingdom of the king. Okay, in the king's kingdom, every day it is to happen that whenever they used to keep the food, the rat and mice is to eat them up. Alas, S came to reply, the country is suffering from the plague of rats and mice, and we cannot get rid of them. So alas, S came reply. So somebody gave a reply that our country is suffering from plague of rats. Plague is a one kind of sickness which is created by rats and mice, and we cannot get rid of this. Get rid means that we cannot get leave from this. I think I may have the answer on my ship, said the captain. Now captain was knowing that Dick had given him one cat, and it was a very good mouser. So captain said, I have an idea. Okay, I have an idea. And he sent a message asking for Dick's cat to be brought to the palace. Now Mr. Fitzwarren's ship had come to African coast in the palace. Okay, they had come to palace, in the king's palace. Now they brought the cat also in the palace. Why? To eat the mouse. I think I may have an answer on my ship, said the captain, and he sent a message asking for Dick's cat to be brought to the palace. More food was laid out, and the rats and mice appeared as before. So one day they kept food again in the palace, but as soon as they kept the food, again the rats and mouse came up to eat it up. More food was laid out, and the rats and mice appeared as before. The cat immediately pounced, killing at least a dozen before they scattered. So as soon as the rats came, this cat was very good mouser. So as soon as they came out, the cat started killing them. Okay, at least a dozen before they scramble. Everyone was delighted, and the queen asked, what do you call this animal? Puss, okay, is the name she answered to. So they kept the name for the cat was Puss. said the captain. And when the queen called, "Puss, puss," the cat went over to her and purred. The queen was a little alarmed at first, and she had seen now how fiercely the cat had attacked the rats and mice. But the captain told her not to be anxious. "Puss is very friendly with people," he said, "and would soon rid your kingdom of rats and mice." So everybody in the kingdom was very anxious. Okay, they were little frightened to get friendly with the cat. But the captain of the ship told that, "Don't get worried. Okay, she is very friendly with the people," he said, "and would soon rid your kingdom of rats and mice." That means soon she will take out all the rats from your kingdom. "I would give great wealth to own this animal," said the queen. So what queen said? "See, I am going to give a very good or a good wealth." That means a good property or good gold. That means the precious things to this cat as a gift. So the captain began bargaining, and it was agreed that the king would buy the whole cargo from Mr. Fitzwarren's ship to pay a fine price for it, and for the cat alone the king paid 10 times the sum again. When the ship came back to the port of London, the captain showed Mr. Fitzwarren the gold and jewels he had brought from Barbary, and told him the story of the cat. The merchant sent for Dick. "From now on, Dick," he said, "we should all call you Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man." Why he became a man? Because his cat was a good mouser who went to the palace. Okay, who went to the palace and caught all the rats who were troubling to the king's courtier or king's kingdom and the queen, because their everyday their food was spoiled by the rats, and the queen agreed to give some gift for the cat. When the ship came from African court to London, the captain of the ship told all story to Mr. Fitzwarren. And then Mr. Fitzwarren told Whittington that, "We all must call you Mr. Whittington because you have got lot of gold and jewels which he brought from Barbary," and told the story of the cat. The merchant sent for Dick. "From now on, Dick," he said, "we should call you Mr. Whittington, for you are a rich man." Mr. Fitzwarren then paid him all the money the captain had received for the cat. From this time on, Dick worked with Mr. Fitzwarren and became a successful merchant himself. He married Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter Alice, and 3 times he was elected Lord Mayor of London. He was also in time knighted by the king and became Sir Richard Whittington. He was not only famous, but he was popular too, for he always helped the poor with his money. Sometimes when he was old, he would tell his grandchildren the story of his cat, and how the bells of London had called him back when he was only a poor boy. "Turn again, Whittington, thou worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London." So from this time Dick worked with Mr. Fitzwarren. Why? Because he became a rich man because of his cat. His cat was a good mouser. When he sent his cat to African coast, their cat worked very well, and the queen from the palace of African coast gave cat a good amount and good golds and jewelry. Because of the cat, Dick became very a wealthy person and started working with whom? Working with Mr. Fitzwarren, and he also became one of the big merchant. Started working with Mr. Fitzwarren. And then Mr. Fitzwarren's daughter Alice got married with whom? Got married with Dick Whittington. Okay. Then sometimes this story about the cat, he used to tell to his grandchildren that like these things had happened with him. And then he also told about the bells ringing in the London church, okay, on the 1st of November. Turn again Whittington, the worthy citizen, Lord Mayor of London. He also became Mayor of London thrice. He was elected as a mayor. So dear children, this is a very successful story. Okay, read it again and again, and you will know how to get success, or how we must work hard to become a very great person in our life. So read the lesson and learn the difficult words from this lesson. Thank you.